Hi, hello, how are you? Are you all right, guys?
Hello, teacher.
Well, good morning to everybody. We're gonna start the class. First, I'd like to start the class checking our test. Yeah, checking answers, and in case that we have something, uh, a doubt or something like that, then it is the time. It's really important. Remember that our exam is 70 percentage. If you got 100%, that means that you get 70 percentage of your evaluation. The 30 percentage, I repeat again, it's a classroom, right? And unfortunately, I am not your dad or your mom telling you when to do or hand in your works, your activities, your homeworks on Classroom. So just keep in mind that, yeah. Some people forgot to hand in um, activities, homeworks, exercises on Classroom. So remember, after the next Saturday, it's not valid, yeah. So maximum 2-3 days to hand in your activities, please. All right, so let's go to the test. Yeah, here it is the test. Well, here are your, well, it wasn't that bad, so I congratulate everybody because it wasn't so difficult exam and you got, I would say, good results. Some of you a little bit low, but in general, most of you pass, no, the exam. Right. We go to the questions. Let me turn off my camera so you can see a little bit better. Yeah, turn on my camera. That's it. So the reading part, highly recommendable. When you are reading the first time, you have to read from the beginning till the end, non-stop, and try to read as quickly as possible, so that you can get the general idea what is going on and things like that. Always try to do this part, yeah? Read from the beginning till the end, and the last part is for, well, the second time you focus on the answers. And well, after reading, it's important that you get the idea of the questions. What continent is Tokyo? What kind of exhibits are in the global gallery? It's etc. It could be what, where, when, why, who. Yeah. The other day I was telling my other students 8.1 that it is really, really important that you know the questions. Yeah, WH question, because sometimes it is intermediate level and you don't understand the question or you don't know how to answer the questions. ¿Vale? Entonces, si desde el principio tuvimos problemas en no entender la WH question como what, qué es where, qué es when, etcétera, entonces ahí sí necesitaríamos practicar, memorizar las preguntas, ¿no? Porque luego les preguntan what kind of exhibit y me ponen algo, un lugar, o les preguntan why is this y me ponen una persona, ¿no? En vez de decir because the reason, ¿vale? Entonces espero que no les pase, creo que no les pasó, pero por ahí hay algunos que sí, no entienden la pregunta, ¿yeah? Recuerden what kind, what type. What is for situation, activities, things, where, places, why, reason, because, who, a person, and how many, quantity, how much, quantity or price, who, person, yeah, etc. When we talk about the time, what time, the same, the time, vale? So the first one, it was Asia. scientific and technological. Number 2. Number 3, the Imperial Palace. Number 4, Ginza. Very good. It says read again the article and then write true or false. Well, the first, number 5, true, false, false. Number 8, false. Number 9, false. Number 10, true. Number 11, false. And number 12, true. I think when you finish your exam, after knowing your score, I think it gives you like a kind of a review, no? Like feedback. Creo que sí les salió eso después de la pantalla, ¿no? Lo de checaban las respuestas cuáles eran correctas. ¿Esto ya no
Yes,
sirve?
teacher.
Ok, perfecto. Yeah. ¿Vale? Entonces, yeah, keep in mind, lo voy a tratar de hacer así para que ahí luego se den cuenta, ¿no? En qué fallamos y así. Pero de todos modos siempre checamos 2-3 veces, ¿no? A veces el autocorrector, pues, si pusieron con mayúsculas se los va a poner mal, ¿no? O si pusieron de más o una palabra o el acento o en vez del apóstrofe y así, probablemente. De todos modos, eso siempre yo lo checo. ¿Vale? Y bueno, aquí era completar las palabras y a complete the words according to its definition or its meaning. A group of shops in a building, shopping center, a building where the doctors and nurses are, hospital, you can cross river, bridge, a place where you can buy fruit, market, small house, cottage, people walk on this next to the road, pavement, por ahí me pusieron pedestrian, sidewalk, está bien, bueno, se los puse bien. Pedestrian es la persona que cruza, pero bueno, está bien. Se los puse correct. Y luego aquí join the sentences which, who, and where. Acuérdense, era unir las dos oraciones, no nada más poner which, who, where. Por ahí me pusieron nada más which, who, where. Bueno, ok, se las pasé. Está bien. Nada más, next time, read instructions. Por eso siempre les digo, read instructions, check examples, guys, and yeah, so you know what to do. And in case that you aren't sure about the instruction, then feel free to ask any questions to the teacher, right? The first one, it was about emails, so which. Thank you very much, which was very interesting. Number 19, it was about a person, so it is who. This is my son Robert, who loves going to the beach. I had an English dictionary. It was really useful for my classes. So which was really useful because we're talking about the dictionary. That's my favorite place where I play. That's the correct. I like to meet Peter. It's a person who just arrived from England. We went to the beach where my grandparents have a beautiful house. Vale. Y bueno, después, present continuous form. Unfortunately, hasta tuvieron suerte de no combinárselos con present simple. Yeah. Bueno, para la otra voy a modificar el examen. Present simple y present continuous. Bueno, aquí recuerden, por ahí les falló, se les olvida, se les sigue olvidando poner el verb to be. Siguen sin mencionar el verb to be. Nada, me ponen working, going, studying, recording. No, is working, are going, are studying, is recording, are buying, isn't baking, the negative form, isn't listening, and I'm happy. Yeah. Next time, don't forget, esas sí si no se le ponían, se las tuve que poner. No, but, yeah, it's wrong, incorrect. Next, it is write positive, negative sentences. Question about have got. Remember, I've got, you've got, she's got, he's got, it's got, we've got, they've got, and so on, right? As a question, have you got, has she got, has he got, has it got, have they got, have we got, etc. Negative, I haven't got, you haven't got, she hasn't got, it hasn't got, it hasn't got. Yeah, it is kind of a conjugation like in present, ¿no? Si tenemos he, she, it, entonces has, obviamente, apóstrofe s, ¿no? La primera era, have we got a new English teacher? Because it's a question. Has your city got big building? ¿Por qué es has? Porque es city. ¿Qué es city? Es un ciudad, it's a place, so it. Yeah, por eso es has. No es have. Next one, she hasn't got a dress. She hasn't got a dress. Yeah, because it's third person. She hasn't. Have you got my car keys? Our house has got o our house got. También puede ser posible con apóstrofe s. Yeah. Don't forget, todavía siguen acarreando esos mistakes de las conjugaciones de presente, ¿no? A pesar que no es una estructura como tal present, es una estructura de present perfect, que por ahí va esta últimas dos unidades, es estudiar los verbos básicamente, ya, study the verbs, que ahorita nos vamos a realizar, vamos a ver un vídeo para complementar. Les había dicho desde el principio que a estas alturas we need to memorize, you must learn all irregular verbs. Why? Because now it's the time to use the structure. No me acuerdo si es esta o next, creo que sí es esta, porque es present perfect y después viene past perfect, que es have plus the verb in past participle o had plus the verb in past participle. Entonces, fue súper importante. Me parece que es la última unidad, pero no estoy seguro. Ok, después los comparatives. Yeah, it is very obvious, smaller, nearer, more expensive, busiest. Las short adjectives, we add ER or IER. And long adjectives, we add more. Superlatives, EST or the most, yeah, the most, and etc. No, there are some of them which are irregular, like the best, the worst, the further. Creo que ahí todos estuvieron bien, la mayoría, ¿no? Y bueno, listening, recuerden siempre, don't get distracted, focus on your listening, maximum 3 times, recommendable only 2, with only 2 is enough, yeah? In official exams, there are only 2 times where they play the listening. You are not allowed to hear one more time, or you are not, no one is asking 3 times, yeah? Entonces yo siempre se los paso, pero consideren esto, ¿vale? Y por último, el writing, que era como su oral exam. Thank you guys for doing your oral exam, for having the time to prepare. Some of you did great. Yeah, some of you did great. Some of you, well, more or less. Remember, it's kind of a present. You can read a bit, you can have notes, but most recommendable is that you present without reading. Yeah, I mean, we tend to be forgetful. I am forgetful. I forget lots of things, so I need to write them down, or I need to have notes in order to remember and present with this. No, it's not just reading activity, yeah, because I am not grading you reading, I am grading your speaking. That you use vocabulary expressions from the book, from the units that we have seen, yeah. Maybe it's not enough. We will work hard on it. We will check both books now that we have 3 more Saturdays. Tenemos todavía 3 more Saturdays. Por ahí, el 28th of May, we won't have class. We won't have class, ¿no? Se los adelanto, ¿no? We won't have class on the 28th of May. So we have 3 Saturdays, enough time to check the 2 units that we are missing, ¿no? Ya no, nos faltan 2 unidades y ya con esas, pues, we finish basically the semester, ¿no? Vale, bueno, entonces ya tengo sus calificaciones. Ahora, entre hoy y mañana me pueden preguntar, ¿vale? Recuerdan solamente hacer hincapié que entreguen sus trabajos en tiempo y forma. Siempre revisen Classroom. Aunque no les lleguen las notificaciones, revísenlo después de clase, ¿no? Siempre les doy 20 minutos o media hora, no tenemos clase. Digamos que en ese rato revisen qué hay de tarea, que a veces las dejo en el mismo día, en la misma tarde, o al otro día, o en 3 semanas, ¿no? Pero no pasa de 3 días. Y bueno, si no, pregúntenme, ¿ya? Con gusto les. Y si tienen algún problema con la conexión, con, no sé, alguna situación, háganme saber y pueden entregarme los trabajos en WhatsApp. Si no es en WhatsApp, les di mi email, les di 2 emails míos, me pueden mandar email con mucho gusto, yo los contesto. Siempre me llegan ya sea de mobile phone o de computer. Right, but talk, speak. If you don't speak, I am sure that you didn't want to hand in the homework, didn't do the homework. Yeah, I just know, okay, this guy didn't do the homework, so yeah, NP, no presento. So that's why. Vale, so we are going to start with our students book. Yeah, our students book. And we already finished unit 10. So we are doing unit 11. Yeah, it's future. Yeah. Me parece que yeah, the present perfect, it is for the next Saturday or in 2 weeks, we start the unit. Probablemente terminemos entre este sábado la unidad y casi vamos a tratar de cubrir porque es algo fácil, ¿no? Es el future going to for it. Present continuous and going to, no? Both, which means something that you are not going, you are doing tomorrow after class or in a week's time, in a year's time, etc. Right, going to, it is here. Let me increase the zoom. What's the weather like? Everyday English, making suggestion. Human towers, there is a reading. There is the weather forecast, and writing, it's a descriptive writing. And as you can see in the photo of the unit, there is a desert. There is a desert and people are walking with, how do you say that? The animals? That's the one, no? Camel, yes, exactly. Like the cigarettes, camel. They live in Africa. They retain lots of water in order not to dehydrate, and they are used as horses, no? Sometimes they carry people, sometimes they carry parcels or other stuff, yeah. And they are very useful, of course. They can resist the sun a lot because of their skin, because of their fur, el pelaje. So probably they are in Morocco, no? They're in Morocco, in Sahara Desert, and I can see there are some tourists, no? There are some tourists. They are going to a new adventure. They're looking for an oasis. Yeah. The Oasis is not a band, is not a group. It's kind of like a small beach, but in the middle of the desert, no? Where there is water, and there are palms. There is a little bit of nature, plants, and some animals go there and find some food, either some food or water, in order to survive the temperatures of the desert. No, here, like in Jujutla, is really hot, extremely hot, I would say. So it's not compared being in the desert, like in the south of Morelos. It's not the same, or in other countries like Iraq. Sometimes it is very warm. Yeah, the heating, no, la calor, the heating. Yeah, sorry for the noises. I opened my door because of the air. Right, let's watch the video introduction of the unit.
Welcome to Unit 11. What are your plans for the future? In the summer, I'm going to have a really long holiday. I work hard all year, and so in the summer, I'm going to lie on a beach in Thailand for 3 weeks. I can't wait. It's going to be great. What about you? What are your plans?
I'm going to spend my summer in Greece.
I'm going to study medicine at university.
I'm going to visit London next week.
In this unit, you will learn how to use going to talk about your future plans. I'm going to play golf on Sunday. We're going to have a barbecue in the garden at the weekend. You'll also learn to use infinitives to say why you are doing things. I'm going to the cinema to see a film. In reading and speaking, you'll read all about an interesting type of tower in Spain called a castell. These towers are special because they're not made of wood, brick, or concrete. They're made of people. The castells are part of a traditional competition where the highest and most difficult tower wins. Would you like to take part in the competition? Do you think you could climb to the top of a castell? Everyday English looks at ways to make suggestions and ways to respond to suggestions. Let's make some pancakes. Shall we go to the beach today? Missed a class? You can go online to look at the material again and do the online activities. Are you ready? Let's get started.
Yeah, let's get started. As you can see, it's an easy topic this week. Yeah, today we will be talking about future. Future going to very similar to present continuous because we need the verb to be. The verb to be, yeah. So how many sentences can you make? Let's do the starter here. It says, I'm going to work in Moscow, or I worked in Moscow. Two different tenses. The first one is future, of course. The second one, it is simple past. ¿Cuántas oraciones podemos hacer aquí? ¿O con qué, cuáles son las time expressions that we use with future, and which are the time expressions that we use with past? Any volunteer? who would like to?
Their past sería 2 years ago.
Complete sentence. I worked.
I worked in Moscow 2 years ago.
Yes, thank you. Another possibility.
I'm going to work in Moscow after I finish university.
Correct, Andy.
I'm going to work in Moscow next year.
Correct, lady. Perla.
I work in Moscow after I finish university.
Yeah, correct. Reina.
I'm going to work in Moscow in 3 months' time.
Correct. And that's it, no, I think. Yeah. So I'm going soon after I finish next year in 3 months time, and the last one with the other structure. I work in Moscow after I finished and 2 years ago, right? Perfect. So that's the plan. Look at the photos. Look at the photos that you've got there. What are the people doing? What are they thinking about? Yeah, what are they thinking about? I think it's in 2 pages, so let me open the 2 pages here.
Thinking what are they gonna do in the future, long future or short future.
Right, it is correct. You are right. Probably very near future after that activity that they are doing now, or in a long term, short term or long term. For example, this guy, when I get home, I'm going to watch telly and relax. Maybe, yeah. So when we arrive in Corfu, that means a place, probably the beach or mountain place. We are going swimming. We are going swimming. What about this guy, this little guy? He says, when I grow up, cuando crezca. What is he going to do, or what is he going to be?
I'm going to be a player soccer.
Yes, soccer player or footballer. Yeah, correct. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Imagine this old man, probably he's in his 50s, or yeah, in his 50s. So when I retire from work, any idea what is he going to do?
I'm gonna go on vacations with my family.
Perfect, Andy. Yeah. Look at this, Grace and Molly. When we finish work,
We're gonna go for drinks.
yeah, of course, micheladas, right? Yeah, imagine living in London or living in Europe and not having micheladas. What about this mom? She's suffering.
I going to drink a coffee.
I'm going to drink a coffee. All right. Yeah, what about you guys? When this lesson ends, in this class or lesson? What are you doing? Hello, patrons, brothers.
I go to sleep.
I'm going to sleep, all right. Monse, Brenda, Narda. What are you doing after my class?
I'm going to do my homework.
Ah, yeah, your homework. Not English, other homework. Right, exactly. Okay, we have some ideas. So now we're going to listen to these guys telling what they are actually going to do. Yeah. So match the future plans with the people in number one. You have an example here. It says we're going to have a coffee together. That's Carl and Petra. Carl and Petra. And then we have the last one, number 4, Grace and Molly. They say we're going to see a film. So match the rest. Number 2, can you read the sentence, Victor, please?
Yes, teacher. Number 2.
Yeah, I'm
going to sit down and have a glass of wine.
So who do you think says that? I'm going to sit and have a glass of red wine. Who says that? ¿Quién creen que diga eso?
Derek, maybe.
Maybe Derek. Or another possibility?
Yes.
Jeff.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Number 3, who, another boy? Kevin?
Yes, teacher. The number 3.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my dog for a walk.
Who do you think?
Grace. No. Maybe Jeff.
Maybe Jeff. All right. Let's do the listening part. Yeah, in the number 5, 6, and 7, you need to write the phrase I'm going, we're going to. Yeah. Listen.
11.1. That's the plan. 1. Jeff. When I get home, I'm going to take my dogs for a walk. 2. Jenny and family.
When we arrive in Corfu, we're going to jump straight in the hotel pool.
3. Jamie.
When I grow up, I'm going to play for Arsenal.
4. Derek.
When I retire, I'm going to learn to play golf.
5. Grace and Molly.
When we finish work, we're going to see a film.
6. Hannah.
When the kids are in bed, I'm going to sit down and have a glass of wine.
7. Carl and Petra.
When this lesson ends, we're going to have a coffee together.
All right, so it's in this order, obviously, but you have to pay attention. What do the people say? Yeah.
11.1. That's the plan. 1. Jeff. When I get home, I'm going to take my dogs for a walk. 2. Jenny and family.
When we arrive in Corfu, we're going to jump straight in the hotel pool.
3. Jamie.
When I grow up, I'm going to play for Arsenal.
4. Derek.
When I retire, I'm going to learn to play golf.
5. Grace and Molly.
When we finish work, we're going to see a film.
6. Hannah.
When the kids are in bed, I'm going to sit down and have a glass of wine.
7. Carl and Petra.
When this lesson ends, we're going to have a coffee together.
Okay, so the answers are here. Carla and Petra, Hannah and Jeff, Grace and Molly, Zerek. I'm going to number 6, Jenny and family. We're going to, and Jamie. I'm going to. Jamie, I'm going to. Right, guys. Okay. Can you connect again? We're going to do activity number 3 and, well, number 4 activity.